Tony Adams, the captain. 7, David Rocastle. 8, Paul Davis. 9, Alan Smith. 10, Paul Merson, and 11, Anders Limpar. Limpar suspended from league games, of course, but he can come back for this one. My information is that he's going to play down the right-hand side with Merson on the left. David Hillier is out with a foot injury. Paul Davis returns to partner David Rocastle in centre midfield. Well, Austria, Vienna have a Bulgarian international in goal, Ilya Valov. Number 2 is Attilo Stekalioglu. As a commentator, I hope he doesn't see too much of the ball tonight. 3 is Anton Pfeffer, 4 Robert Frind, 5 Manfred Zach, the captain, 6 Thomas Flögel, 7 Andy Ogris, 8 Aminas Nabekovas, and 9 Christian Prozinik, 10 Peter Sturger, and 11 Valdas Ivonaskas. They play with a sweeper, Zach, 2 markers in defence, Frind and Pfeffer, 5 in midfield with Ogris and Ivonaskas aiming to do the damage up front, supported by counter-attacks from the midfield players. Well, the substitutes tonight, Siggy Jonsson amongst the Arsenal subs, and the Austrians have brought only 4 with them. The referee, Rune Larsson, comes from Sweden, and right on cue, about to get this European Cup tie underway here at Highbury. Well, a terrific night in prospects. The Austrians in the violet shirts attacking the goal to our left. Arsenal in their away strip of yellow. Great night in prospect, as I say. And a free kick instantly for Austria Vienna. And certainly for these Arsenal players, a new experience, a new football education underway as Limpar seeks to get Merson away down that left flank. Still with Merson. And he's away down that left with Limpar on the right, as we've been told it might be. Of course, there's nothing in club football that compares with playing in Europe, and there's nothing really that prepares you for it. Smith, well, that was so close to being the opening that Arsenal so badly wanted, and amazing the amount of space in that penalty area that Smith was given. Some great work here, though. Smith's shot saved by Valov. Now Flögel to Ogris. So important that Arsenal concede nothing and Siemens out quickly.
Good start to the game, Brian. Great chance for Arsenal there. Kevin Campbell whipped an early ball in, which caught the Austrian defence flat-footed. Alan Smith could only really make sure his shot hit the target. He did that, but unfortunately for Alan, it went straight at the goalkeeper. But a good start from Arsenal.
But the key really, Gary, tonight is that they must concede nothing, with away goals possibly counting double over 2 legs in the event of the aggregates being level.
That's right.
They've got to seek to score, but above all everything else, they must not concede a goal here tonight. Here's Smith. In for Limpar. Looking to be in an impish mood tonight, but it's not one of his better efforts.
Actually interesting to see that George Graham has switched Merson and Limpar. Limpar naturally a left-sided player. Perhaps he fancies him cutting in like he did there and trying that sort of shot. He must have seen something to make him do that.
Saw Arsenal play at Crystal Palace and play so well on Saturday, and Merson was really outstanding down that left-hand side when, of course, Limpar was suspended. Here's Winterburn. An offside against Campbell, wearing the number 4 shirt.
Well, that's probably a more likely reason, Brian. I was fishing for something a bit more complicated.
Number 5 is Jacques, who's also captain of the Austrian national side. Ivonaskas. Swift challenge there on Nabagoras by Davis. Here's Finnegan. Arsenal really have got their foot between the teeth in these opening stages. Here's Winterburn. Davis. Winterburn again. Campbell on that far left-hand side once more. And Davis there didn't quite get a touch on it, but almost a replica of Campbell's cross in the opening minute that was nearly finished off by Smith. So Arsenal seeking to get some profit down those left-hand flanks. And a slight mistake there by Linnigan. Ogris trying to take full advantage of it, but Dixon getting it away into touch.
There's another good run from Campbell down the left, and he whips that ball in near post. Davis gets in, but the defender did well actually and just blocked him out. But they're the sort of chances, if they could get an early goal, that would really set them on the way. I think the Austrians are sitting back a little bit and trying to hit Arsenal on the break, typical sort of European tactic.
Ogris beaten by Limpar. Foul on him by Sekelioglu.
I think actually sitting back and hitting Arsenal on the break might be a bit of a dangerous game for them, because if they sink back too far with the likes of Alan Smith and the strength of Kevin Campbell, they could really find themselves in big trouble with the crosses.
Little chip forward there by Paul Davis. It's Kevin Campbell. Persson. Another trip to the Barbers. Got his first taste of international football with England at Wembley last week, of course. Paul Merson
took it very well as well. He only had 20 minutes, but he looked very lively.
The Bulgarian goalkeeper, Valov, gets it clear. Dixon with the header for Arsenal. Ivanauskas fouled by Linigan. A free kick to Austria Vienna.
Ivanauskas is supposed to be the Vienna's dangerous player, so they'll have to certainly keep an eye on him on the break.
He's a Lithuanian, actually, who's played several times for the USSR. Adams. And now Winterburn. This, the Premier European Trophy, the European Cup, the Champions Cup. Rocastle. Limpar. Campbell going high for this one. Peter Stöger now for Austria Vienna. Linesman got his flag up on this side. Foul by Campbell, I presume, on the defender. And for Jack, captain. Bit of a free kick expert as well, and if they get any penalties tonight, he'll be taking them. Sekelioglu. Adams chesting that forward. Merson taking it nicely in his stride, taking on his man. Had a good challenge that time by the sweeper, Jacques. Ivanauskas chasing this one. A lot of pace down that left-hand side, but Dixon matched it well there for Arsenal. Winterburn for Davis. Merson. In for Paul Davis. Flag up. Offside. The Austrians certainly have got a reputation for being a lively side with some good, talented individuals. They're top of the Austrian league at the moment. They lost their opening game of the season, but since then they've gone 11 without defeat. Arsenal throw. Smith. Winterburn's throw. So he's preparing now to hoist a long one into that Austrian penalty area. Linigan's gone up for this, got the backward header, and Campbell was in there too.
I don't think Vienna would have faced too much aerial assault like they might get tonight from Arsenal. They've got so many big fellas, particularly from dead ball situations, long throw-ins, free kicks, etc. And that's really where they could cause them problems, although they do look quite a big side.
Actually, Arsenal seem to have settled quite well, don't they? I was saying that nothing really prepares you for the special demands of European football, and some of these Arsenal players will have had much of it. Gary?
Yes, but quite a few of them are internationals. In fact, probably most of them in the side. So it's a similar sort of thing to international football, playing against sort of perhaps patient build-up, man-for-man marking.
Merson knocking it down. Can Campbell get in there? Good work again by the keeper. And Pfeffer now brings it away. Flögel.
They do get men forward very quickly, Vienna. Dangerous on the break, and that's what Arsenal have to prepare against.
Adams. This is Jacques, the captain. Adams' header. But here's Thomas Flögel. Rocastle did well, came away with the ball, but the Swedish referee said there was a foul there, and it's a free kick to Austria Vienna.
Looks a good tackle to me, Brian.
A perfectly good fair tackle. 10 minutes gone, no score in this European Cup. First round, first leg game.
Another interesting move by George Graham, playing David Rocastle in the centre of midfield.
This is Christian Prozanik. This free kick. Chip in there towards Ivanauskas. Narvik Kovas. Given away there by Linnigan. But slided, he slid that back awfully well with Davis. Straight to Seaman. Here's Winterburn. Towards Smith, but too high for him. Good jump there by Pfeffer. Ogris, they really have to watch him. We've seen him getting down for that one. But Andy Ogris could be a problem. He's had 36 caps for Austria, had a little spell playing in Spanish football at Espanyol in Barcelona. He lasted about 10 months there, and went back to Austria. Dixon gets it back to David Seaman. Andy Ogris.
He didn't have a very good time in Spain. He had an option on his contract, but they didn't take it up.
A fairly temperamental character. He's had his share of yellow cards in his career, but the Austrians telling me that he has settled down a little bit now. It's a free kick for Arsenal, which Merson will take. Just holding it up for Adams to get forward there. Linnigan's already in there. Smith and Campbell, so there's plenty of six-footers in that area now. It comes for Tony Adams, just knocked off his head though by the number 2, Sekelioglu. He's an Austrian lad, but it's of Turkish extraction. Here's Limpar with the corner. Towards Smith, down with a header, flicked over the top by keeper Balogh. Another corner for Arsenal. Smith on 6 goals this season.
This is the Arsenal way to apply the pressure, keep them in the box, hem them in with corners and free kicks, and really apply the pressure and turn the screw.
Well, it's Merson with this corner, much deeper one there. Fisted away, not very convincingly. Merson again, sliding it in, but this time Jacques will get it away. Ivanauskas fouled by Rocastle. Telling me before the game that he's really settled into this midfield, regards it as a big new challenge and a new chance in his career. Just to play wide on the right, but he really feels as though he's got something to prove and is playing as though he has.
I think as well with Merson and Limpar playing in the wide positions, it looked difficult for him to get back, so it's given him that opportunity to get first team football again.
Merson's clearance to Limpar. Here's Rocastle. Spraying it around, worked very well indeed. This time finding Winterburn in for Merson. Winterburn continues the run, but it was asking just a little too much of him. But Rocastle in that central midfield area, Gary, looks as though he's got a bit of vision about him. He's sprayed one or two very good long passes to both flanks already.
He has. It's the first time I've seen him there. I mean, we've only been playing not too long, but already he's looked impressive. He's won the ball, and as you said, he's sprayed a few nice passes around.
This is Flurgle getting it in for Ivanauskas. Foul by Linnigan. Sekelioglu. Held up by Limpar. Austria Vienna's throw. Change of mind. It's an Arsenal throw taken quickly by Limpar. Massive throw there.
Too massive.
In fact, too massive. 28 years old tomorrow, David Seaman. I was reminding him it's a good birthday time for goalkeepers. Peter Shilton, happy birthday to Peter Shilton, who's 42 today. Yes, he said, I'm 14 years his junior, with that great big Yorkshire smile of his. That came off with Adams, and Linnigan stumbled. Ivanauskas now in a dangerous position. Can they get it through? Arsenal not out of the wood yet. Rocastle trying to get it clear. Good save by Seaman. Arsenal very nearly in deep and serious trouble there.
Crucial save that from Dave Seaman. That would have been the last thing Arsenal wanted, was to concede a goal there.
But Ivanauskas with the shot, saved by Seaman. Two Lithuanians in the Austria side. This is one of them. Narbakovas, the number 8 is the other one. They left their club in Vilnius when Lithuania's clubs quit the Soviet League in support of the Baltic states' demands for independence, and both wound up in Vienna with Austria Vienna. The other one of the two, Narbakovas. Cut out by Davis. Ooh. Arsenal being penned back themselves at the moment. Stoger in the end fouled. Free kick for Vienna. They want to take it quickly. Picked up Flurgle here. Limpar gets it clear for a moment. Pfeffer returns it. Dixon now. Rocastle. They look a useful side, the Austrians.
Oh, they can play, and I think I'm right in saying that they beat Manchester United in a pre-season friendly 5-1. I mean, what sort of side United had that night, I don't know, but whatever side they had, that's an impressive result. And they're the champions of Austria, and Austria's certainly not a third-rate football country, although they had a disappointing World Cup.
Yes, they had a disappointing World Cup, and of course they had that dreadful defeat against the Faroe Islands, you remember, in the European Championship qualifying for this current championship. So their international football is a little bit on the floor at the moment, but you're quite right, Gary. There's a lot of talent spread throughout that country. But here's a throw for them, being taken by Prozinik. Stopped by Winterburn. Rocastle. Merson. Cut out quite easily too by Narbakovas. Putting the ball away a little too much for comfort in these last few minutes, Arsenal.
Yeah, they've got to keep patient. They obviously wanted an early goal, but the fact that it's not come is not a disaster. They've got plenty of time to score the goals, and they've not got to sort of get too frustrated.
Winterburn.
You can't force it in, you've just got to keep playing your way until they come.
Dixon. Limpar, bit of space for him. Smith one side of him, Campbell the other, but he's let it run a little too far. Arbakovas, stopped by Davis, finds Rocastle, Smith's up there, Dixon's on the overlap for him. Arsenal's throw. Lee Dixon with it. Yes, the number 2 there is going to get a yellow card for presumably ungentlemanly conduct, jumping in front of Dixon as he tried to take that throw. I don't know whether there was any contact or not, Gary, but...
No, it's an unusual booking offence. He certainly did impede the throw. He was jumping right on his toes, but strange booking.
Obviously looking for a way to curb these long Arsenal throws into the box. One from the other side by Winterburn, almost caught them out early on in the game. Well, here's Dixon unimpeded this time with a good long throw. But Fleury bringing it away. I'd be surprised to see Arsenal in their away strip tonight, but UEFA's Article 13 apparently says that if there's a colour clash, the home side has to change. Well, the Austria-Vienna white shorts would have clashed with Arsenal's usual white shorts. That means that Arsenal wear their customary red and white in Vienna in a fortnight's time.
To be honest, Brian, I think Arsenal's kick clashes with everything.
One good thing is they've made an effort now to put a big yellow patch on the back of those shirts so that everybody in the stand, those of you at home as well, and those of us on the commentary box can at least read the numbers now. So thank you to Arsenal and the manufacturers for that.
Up goes Dixon, won that well in the air. Might be a bit of space for Rocastle. Arbakovas getting back quickly. Dixon hurling it in early towards Alan Smith on the far side. Up goes Smith. Merson trying to volley it back. Winterburn. There's a foul. Free kick to Arsenal. Foul by Ogris. Dixon. Campbell. Adams in quickly. Oh, bad ball by Linnigan. And suddenly Fleury's through there, but Linnigan got some support from Adams coming in quickly, but it was Linnigan's mistake. It very, very nearly let FK Austria in, and particularly Peter Fleury. Campbell. Rocastle. Winterburn. Merson. Adams. Good play. He's been an absolute rock in this Arsenal defence this season. Dixon. To Campbell. Campbell now. A chance for Arsenal here. But he hit it without great power, straight at the goalkeeper. Terrific break there by Kevin Campbell, and once he pulled that inside the defender, you felt that the opening goal was just a second away. Davis with the shot, good save again by Valoff. Here's the first one coming up, Gary.
Yeah, he did everything right by the finish, and it showed great strength there as he cut inside. And he had a good shot, he just didn't hit it right, he misconnected with it. It was a shame because it was the best chance of the night.
Lee Dixon. That'll give Arsenal a bit of encouragement. Campbell trying to get underneath this one and get in behind that defence. Puts it back to Davis, just knocked off his foot though. Linnigan backpedaling. Will it come through to Davis? That was a clever push and header there by Davis. For Rocastle, spreading it wide again for Winterburn. Oh, Winterburn Hunt's gone round his man. Calls for a good cross here. Hit it in low. Given away. Smith goes down. Penalty. Look at triumph on the face of Alan Smith. But now the work is down for Lee Dixon. 5 penalties last season, none in the league so far. This is it, Gary.
I'm not quite sure there was contact there, actually, on the replay.
Well, it's a golden opportunity now. The Austrians are very unhappy about this. Dixon scored 5 times from the spot last season. He's not had one this, although he scored in a match here against Celtic and in the Makita. A vital kick now for Arsenal. Lee Dixon against Valoff in the Austria goal. He's missed it. And the Austrians bring it away through Sturga. Nabakovas. Now Rocastle. A major disappointment for Arsenal. They've got to put that behind them now, though. What I'm told also is that Valoff hit his head on the post as he attempted to save that, and is struggling.
Must have been some dive to hit head on the post from the penalty.
Well, let's have a look at it, Gary. That's the information I've been given. Here's the penalty. Let's just have a look at...
He certainly didn't hit his head on the post there. But unfortunately, the ball hit the post, or the bar, I should say, from Lee Dixon, and that's another great chance gone missing.
How on earth did he get this injury? As you say, a major disappointment for them now. They've got to put that behind them, though.
That's right, they've just got to keep pegging away. They've had some chances, and the goals will come if they keep creating them.
Up goes Adams. Foul by Merson on Sturga. Adams again. Winterburn. Ivanauskas. As though he might take some stopping, and he's a powerful man. Austria Vienna's throw. Taken by Christian Prozanik. Narbakovas. Dealt it clear, though, by Tony Adams. His header. Limpar. Hasn't been the best of seasons in terms of luck for Lee Dixon, with that penalty missed there. And of course, that extravagant own goal that we saw in the opening minute of the game here against Coventry City. Limpar. Dixon with the throw. Puts the cross in, and a good one too towards Campbell.
I hope it's not going to be one of those nights for Arsenal where nothing goes in. They've certainly had a few chances.
Sturga. 28 minutes gone. Just joined us. Arsenal 0, Austria Vienna 0. If you have just joined us, Arsenal missing a penalty through Lee Dixon. Came back off the crossbar. Ivanauskas. Dixon. His fellow fullback, Winterburn. Then again. Dixon. Up to Campbell. Smith just knocking it on, but Merson can't get there. Oscars. And there was a foul by Linnigan. Congress. Winterburn. A little bit in the shop window tonight is Ilya Velov. He's got a contract with Austria Vienna, but only through till December. Because Franz Wolfart, the #1 goalkeeper, has got a bit of a knee injury. In fact, he's one of the subs tonight, Wolfart. But Velov is there, 33 caps for Bulgaria. He played for FC Berlin before Austria in the old East German League. But if the club's looking for a goalkeeper, then he might just be available from December onwards. Prohaska, the Austrian manager, on the right. He's old international. Well, not so old, really. He's the Austrian manager. He's only 36. Merson. Fixed. Space opened up. Hitting it long, but well wide of Alan Smith. Jack getting it away. Abakovas couldn't control it. Davis. Winterburn offside against Limpar, who switched to the left with Merson coming over to the right-hand side.
I think Arsenal are having more success when Campbell and Smith play quite close together. If I'm trying to explain that, because they've got man-for-man on them, and they've also got a sweeper behind. And when they're playing close together, they're giving themselves more space out wide on the wings because the fullbacks are really pushed onto Merson and Limpar. And that's the way they do it. Campbell's been dragged a little bit wide too early, thus killing his own space. What they need to do is get close together and leave that space down the wing so they can break into.
That's Flögel. Throw going to Austria Vienna. Yes, Campbell's over on this side now, isn't he?
Yeah, now if they can get close together, the marker will automatically go with him, and then the sweeper doesn't really know what to do.
Oscars, with the back heel. And the number 8, Abakovas. Winterburn. Nil still. Limpar's little touch. Smith. Put into by Pfeffer. George Graham on the phone to Stuart Houston, his right-hand man down on the touchline. Getting it back. And now the word's being passed on. George Graham to Stuart Houston out on the pitch. If you can lip read, you'll probably get ahead of me. Foul that time by Thomas Flögel to Arsenal. Smith. Flögel again. In comes Rocastle. It's Peter Sturger, who from midfield scores his rational goals. He's their top scorer with 5, but a poor pass there, cut out by Winterburn. Just tried to poke it on quickly to Limpar. And Manfred Jacques back to his goalkeeper back.
Yeah, he just tried to play it before he was ready to play it. He was a bit off balance and trying to poke it through. He didn't quite get enough on it.
Ogris. Adams will turn it back. Finnegan getting a good run in the first team with Steve Bold still out injured. Although Bold was telling me tonight that he's back in training again and the reserve team game could be just a matter of days away. A free kick now for Arsenal. Paul Davis will take it. Although Rocastle is across there as well. Davis chipping it in. Adams there. Oh, that just needed to fall either for Merson or for Linnigan because the keeper was out of his goal. Just went between them.
The Austrian defence left a lot of space between the back line and the goalkeeper there, and Arsenal very nearly exploited it.
Prosinec held up just for a moment by Winterburn, but here's Prosinec again, getting it into Ivanoska. Good challenge again by Tony Adams. Limpar. Campbell. Such a powerful young man, being shadowed there by the number 4, Frind. Gets it to Rocastle, runs into trouble. Here's Prosinec now. Sturgill. Foul by Rocastle. Sturgill to Prosinec. Knocked away by Dixon, needed to be as well. Flögel was floating in just behind him. Austria with a corner to be taken by Peter Stöger. One of quite a number of Austrian internationals in this side. There's another of them, Ogris. So Stöger with the corner, not a good one. Cut away there by Paul Merson. Rocastle. Another Kobus. Stöger. Ivanoska, Linnigan, calmly playing it wide, looking for progress down that left flank with Winterburn, and now with Limpar. Linnigan, Winterburn to Limpar. Thought about crossing, held it up for a moment towards Alan Smith, pushed away well, a super save. He's in terrific form tonight, Valoff. Some good work by Limpar, and Smith's header, which possibly also came off the defender, but an excellent piece of goalkeeping by the Bulgarian. Arsenal's corner, floated in again, and Flögel first to show and get it away. And still Arsenal being held to 0-0 here as Limpar plays it in again towards Adams this time. Linnigan! And Arsenal have scored. He's never scored for Arsenal until now. Look at the smile of celebration. The big defender who came from Norwich, whose chances have been few and far between until this season. And to be fair, he's given the ball away once or twice tonight, not his best performance. But now, suddenly this, Gary Lineker.
Yeah, he got the chance on his left foot and he buried it. A great finish there from Linnigan. Just what Arsenal needed just before the break. They've had the chances, they haven't gone in. They never let the heads drop and they kept creating them. It had to come in the end.
There it is again. Storming into that Austrian net to put Arsenal into the lead. 1-0. Was right in there, causing a certain amount of consternation in the defence, which opened up the way for Linnigan. The two big central defenders then combining to make sure that Arsenal go into the lead, and now they've got to defend. Ogris being pursued by Dixon.
Interesting to see the goal coincided with a chap on the ball now. Limpar starting to get into the game.
Yes, Limpar truly getting into the game.
He got a couple of crosses in, the one that Alan Smith headed where the goalkeeper made the save, and then he got the other ball in, which resulted in Linigan scoring.
Maybe a little happier, Gary, on that natural left side.
Yeah, before that he'd not really been in the game. I've seen very little of him, but he's a dangerous player when he can get in the ball.
Here's Dixon from Davis's ball. Smith up ahead of him. Merson going through there on the right-hand side. Paul Merson. Will Smith finish it off? No! Pfeffer came in at the very last to deny Arsenal a second goal. But Arsenal looking much more in the mood of it now. Limpar with the corner. Great pressure on the Austrians as Arsenal look for a second goal. Ogris knocking it away. Dixon with an opportunity of returning it. Arms aloft over there. Campbell had his up. Linigan wanted some more of the action. Dixon now heading it to Winterburn. Up to Campbell. Here's Davis. Limpar. Smith offside. But the Arsenal fans are beginning to enjoy it now.
Yeah, there's a sense of relief around the stadium having seen Linigan there scoring his first goal for the club. And also, if Vienna aren't too careful, there might be a bit of an avalanche here. If Arsenal can get another before the break, then the tie could be close to over.
But still, Gary, in all the excitement, they must stay alert and concentrated at the back.
Well, that's the danger.
Rocastle. Now, he's got so much zest about his play again now, Rocastle. Little ball there, through to Campbell. No, showed far too much of that to the keeper. Followed him with a challenge, and Baloff has gone down, and the referee quickly has called for the stretcher as Campbell went in there. His first touch really played it too far forward there.
Yeah, it was
just going away from him. Challenged for it, Baloff went down.
It was fair enough going for that one. There's no intent or malice there. It impresses me every time I see him, Campbell. He's missed one or two chances, but he's prepared to keep going in there. And when his finishing does improve a little bit, I think he'll have the complete striker. I certainly think him, along with Shearer at Southampton, are the best two strikers I've seen of the younger breed.
He stuttered a bit at the start of this season, but he got a couple at Selhurst Park on Saturday, which I think got his confidence going again, Gary.
Well, that's right. It's a test of a young striker. We're always going to have bad spells, and you have to learn to live with those. But he showed with the fact that he scored 2 goals at Palace, and he's been such a threat tonight, that he's got the character to overcome little bad spells.
Looking at that slow motion again, the good news, it would appear to be that it wasn't Baloff's head that was touched there, but he tried to kick the ball out of his hands. Didn't look to be any serious contact with his head. Yes, it's a hand that's got the injury, and a little shake of the hands there at the end, which was good. But here's a man who's beginning to prosper now, Anders Limpar, and the more he does so, the more will Arsenal.
Actually, Limpar looks to be limping a little bit. No pun intended. But
Adams with a header. Have a look at him in a moment. Adams now backpedaling. Sit back very confidently indeed under the trusting run there of Arbekovas. I think Limpar looks as though he's moving fairly comfortably now, Gary.
yeah.
Smith. Rocastle. Winterburn. Campbell. Shack getting it away. Finnegan's header. Winterburn, bit of space now for Davis.
And Limpar offside.
Talking about injuries, what about yours for Spurs fans? You came off before the end in Austria last night.
Yeah, it's nothing too serious, Brian. I was carrying a bit of a toe for a while and stubbed it again.
Dixon stubbing out a toe there to get it back to Seaman.
The problem was I was sort of trying to carry it through the game when it wasn't too comfortable. Led to a bit of a back injury, so I had to come off. But that's not as bad as I first thought. And hopefully I'll be all right for Saturday.
Good. Rocastle, where you play Wimbledon, is it Saturday?
Yes, at Selhurst Park. Let's get it right.
That's it.
Crossed in nicely. Will Campbell get to it? Will Smith get to it?
No, neither will. Ogris. It's the ball back to Sturger.
Be a problem here for Arsenal. Well, that was a fearsome shot there from Prezenik.
Sweeping wide of David Seaman's goal.
Would have been a bit of a travesty of justice, I think, if Vienna have equalised. I mean, Arsenal have certainly been far superior in the half, and I don't think they could have had any argument to being probably 3 or 4 down.
But it does confirm again that you don't take your eyes off them for a moment. Here's Campbell. That's a corner for Arsenal. No, the linesman is very adamant, says goal kick.
Quite worked that one out.
Time added on at the end of the first 45 minutes. A free kick to Austria Vienna. This is Andy Ogris. Merson. Dixon. Summing up of the first half. Gary Lineker.
Well, very impressive from Arsenal, despite the fact things didn't really go their way chance-wise. Didn't get the breaks, missed the penalty, they've stuck at it and thoroughly deserved the lead. Probably deserve a bigger lead, really. And if they keep playing this way in the second half, I think they'll run out good winners. But it's been a good game.
Yes, indeed. Smith. Prozanik back to goalkeeper Valoff.
Interested to see, actually, in the second half if the Austrians come out a little bit more and really have a go and try and get that away goal.
Well, there's the end of 45 minutes. Andy Lineker's goal, 37 minutes into the game, give Arsenal a precious 1-0 lead against Austria Vienna after Lee Dixon had missed from the penalty spot. That's the half-time situation here at Highbury.